Remember when Alia Bhatt became a meme for saying something on the Karan Johar show? Yeah, I don't remember either. But technically, this is what happened.
Questions. Who is the president of India? Manmohan Singh. What is the president of India? Pranab Mukherjee.
Prithviraj Chauhan. I have no idea who that is. Prithviraj Chauhan? This guy? Okay, maybe that's a bit stupid. But what about what he said? He said something just as dumb.
Who is the president of India? Manmohan Singh.
Manmohan Singh. The president of India is obviously Balbari Boo Boo. Turns out, Alia Bhatt came under a lot of hate from that video. And I was surprised to know this because I've said more stupid stuff than her, and a lot more celebrities have done so. But she's gotten a lot of hate, and I wanted to know why. Nonetheless, that was almost 10 years ago, and Alia Bhatt was at such a low point, and I wanted to compare how she has improved her communication skills, especially in English, 10 years ago to who she is today.
Reminds me of yours, and that's not a compliment to you.
तो तेरी भी लगने वाली.
Why are they sitting on a truck?
Why?
No, but she's tighter. That's
So if you had to make a movie with me and Alia, what would you make? Like if there's a remake of a film, any film that you've seen, yeah, this was you were tied to this? Huh?
There you can see. Alia Bhatt is really hesitant. One thing which I've noticed in most of her interviews is that whenever she wants to say something, she really hesitates a lot of times. Most commonly, this issue happens when she's in front of the camera, when she doesn't have a script and she doesn't have something to follow along. She can't think on her feet and communicate. That's point number one.
Remake?
Yeah. Any old film, any old Hindi film, known film that you probably like one of those actors could be a part of.
someone something. I'll give some minutes. The guy from outside,
No, I don't care.
and this girl, much. Okay. And this girl only demands for somebody to be good.
Alright, I'm gonna play this clip. Notice how many times Alia Bhatt opens her mouth.
To. And he is messing with her emotionally. Because he messes with girl.
I like the movies that I know.
Writing is just like that thing they're going on.
Writing sounds like such a hard job, and you know, you really have to kind of take off and be in a certain zone and take life and then put it in a script. The machines will write it correctly in life. You don't do that.
What about you?
I won't write, but unfortunately, I'm not a writer. I'm trying.
Right, let's absolutely conclude that 10 years ago, Alia Bhatt was only good for looking pretty on top of the camera and making sure that people watch her. Apart from that, she was not good at opening her mouth. Because you can notice the hesitancy in her face. She cannot speak English when it is direct and happening right then and there. Now compare that to who she is today. The difference is kind of insane.
When you become someone's wife, and like you know, you are like while everyone wants to maintain their individuality in a relationship, it's very important.
Yeah.
But do you feel like in that adaptation process, because you come from such a totally different family, and do you feel like you had to do a lot of adapting?
In a very good way.
Okay, stop.
Such a totally.
Just instantly you can notice the face, the confidence that's there in her face. It's come through years of practice and being in front of the camera much more often. You can just notice that she's much more comfortable right now.
Totally different family, and do you feel like you had to do a lot of adapting?
In a very good way.
Yeah.
I, like you said, I've been brought up extremely like me, my mom, my sister, my father. Even though we're a very close family, we're not a very big family. And also we don't have these sort of massive celebrations together. We don't constantly get together. But
Okay, maybe she's not. Maybe she hasn't improved all that well. She keeps saying a lot. That's because you're thinking and speaking at the same time. In order for you to battle this, the most important thing which you can do is when Karan is asking you a question, think while he's asking you the question. He looks stupid over here. I'm going to go somewhere else. While he's asking you something, immediately start thinking of how you're going to answer that. Say, for example, let me answer it like I was Alia Bhatt, right?
One's wife, and like you know, you are like while everyone wants to maintain their individuality in a relationship, it's very important.
Yeah.
But do you feel like in that adaptation process, because you come from such a totally different family, and do you feel like you had to do a lot of adapting?
Not quite. Adaptations is particularly subjective to each family. My family and I have had an amazing relationship. whenever there was any big festivals or whenever there was any huge parties per se, me and my families weren't all that celebrative. We just used to do a small gathering of our family members and we used to have fun, that's it. Notice how I thought while Karan was asking me, Alia Bhatt, I look the same, the question, whereas she started thinking and speaking at the same time. So the first most important tip that I want to teach you that you can learn from Alia Bhatt is when people are asking you questions, make sure that you think while they're asking the question. Frame the answer already. Okay?
Cute. It's very cute, and it was for me. In fact, we used to make a lot of fun of me. Like when we used to do, if there's any puja, like jai karna aata hai, jai karna aata hai, ye kar. I think I've become a pro now. Like I've been through so many moments of culture and family because of the Kapoor family, and actually it's given me a totally new layer in my life. He said, I want us to have the Diwali puja at my house. Like you have to make that happen. So I get now very involved in.
Okay, I'm bored now. Another thing, when you're speaking, make sure that there's a beginning and also an end. Look, I understand if you want to talk like a celebrity, but how many of you are actual celebrities watching my video? Zero, right? So the most important thing, so that people actually listen to you, when you start speaking, make sure that you finish maximum within 10 seconds. No one wants to hear you yap, alright? Talk, finish quick. That's it.
Okay, competition.
No, not this one. This
रणबीर
one.
को आलिया लास्ट टाइम जब नीतू मैम यहाँ आई थी तो वो बोल रही थी कि रणबीर जो है वैसे बड़ा शांत चुपचाप रहने वाला लड़का है, लेकिन बोलते जब राहा आती है तो उसकी आंखें चमक जाती हैं.
जो राहा और रणबीर का
I have no idea about anything in Bollywood. Raha is his daughter. Okay.
relationship है, it's one for the ages. उनकी
One for the ages. That phrase is very well used by her. When you use that phrase, you're using it to show just how important and grand the relationship is. So I can say this video is going to be one for the ages. It basically means that this is going to be an amazing video. And if you think it's an amazing video, hit the subscribe button. Tell me if you enjoy it or not.
बीच में एक दोस्ती है. He invents some random games with Raha. Like वो कभी उसका चल, you want to go and touch clothes in the cupboard?
Is Karan okay? He's been losing so much weight. And what is this Doctor Strange ring on his...
हाँ, राहा will say. तो जाके वो कुछ sensory play होगा कपड़ों के साथ, shirt के साथ. Let's see, this is velvet, this is suede, this is cotton, and he make that into a very serious thing. तो he's very adventurous. He's too creative. जब आप देखोगे बहुत ही endearing और बहुत ही
Endearing and cute. Endearing and cute. You must get a vague idea of what endearing means if you understand what the word cute means. Endearing basically means that you're showing a lot of affection. That's particularly it. What else? Let's see this last video. No.
Bhatt and Pooja Bhatt's daughter. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If all three of you took an IQ test, what would the ranks be?
Same me, but
Who do you think would be the better boyfriend? Varun, Arjun, or Siddharth?
I think
Questions like those just kill me. Which is why I never go into interviews. The moment they make it personal, you have to act like, well, I believe all three of them would be amazing in a relationship, you know. Varun, on the other hand, and his tall handsomeness. This man is pretty short. Like, you have to start becoming a PR act. You can never be honest. Which is what I freaking hate about these interviews. But one thing which we can learn from this is when someone asks you questions directly is actually one of the best exercises known to man. So say that you have a friend. You have a friend, right? Or you're just lonely. You're lonely. Ask ChatGPT, if you don't have a friend, to ask you 10 random questions about any topic. Anything. It could tell me your opinions about global warming. Tell me why you have no friends. And after this, if you answer them quickly, it can actually improve your communication skills. Because now you're practicing thinking on your feet. Now, I did tell you that you should always think before, but if you use the rule of thinking while the question is being asked, you can see a huge improvement. This is basically a 2-week exercise which we practice in our courses.
Varun is more like my best friend, and I like to have that in my
Oh, goddamn.
So
He
Varun
got
is-
friend zone right there.
better boyfriend. But since Siddharth
Look at his face. Varun is more like my best friend. Bro, you tap that. Come on.
is the more loyal one, he'll be a better husband.
The loyal husband cheated for
what do you have to say
the
about
date
Arjun?
for me to cheat.
Yeah, we get it. You're sad. Shut the fuck. Shut up.
Because I think Parineeti is such a good actor. I feel she can do much better in that zone. And she's very pretty face, so Parineeti.
She's very pretty face. It means that she's putting on a fake act to be in public.
Okay, an actor you wouldn't mind doing a steamy scene with.
What the I'm not answering. I mean, I'm not listening.
Because she has set the bar rather high.
Alright.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, come on.
Brace yourself, this is your rapid fire round.
He's Katrina Kapoor's... No. He's Katrina Kaif's husband, no? Varun? Right?
Alright.
Handsome man he is.
If you wake up one day and find Sunny Leon in your bed, what would you do?
Have breakfast, sunny side up. Nice. Eggs.
Okay.
Sunny side up.
Man, this
Actress
is
you would
so-
like to do a steamy scene with.
Difficult.
Was he married to Katrina? How many of you guys think that these people actually go home to their wives or boyfriends and stuff? It's like, what did you say to Karan when he asked who you'd like to do a steamy scene with? Deepika, no? Tu ja uske paas. Like, is that how they talk to each other? Like, this cannot be a relationship where everything goes smoothly, right? If you're an actor, you have to come home to constant fights, or you and your wife / husband / gay friend, boyfriend, whatever, you guys don't have a proper relationship. Because this is the type of shit that happens.
Okay. One thing you hate about Alia, one thing you hate about Varun.
Hate. Okay. Love Varun, lust Alia.
This poor guy, Varun is being roasted. I can't do this anymore. If you like this video, let me know which celebrity you'd like me to react to next and criticize. But if you're interested for more, comment down below and I'll answer everything. But nonetheless, I'll see you guys next time.